Hello and welcome into the channel, Paramay Trades. This is Paramay's Trade Journal, my private market speculating journal. Not a financial advisor, guys, just an aspiring futures commodities trader, like a lot of yourselves. And we're going to take a look at soybean oil for a number of factors. COT, price action, pivots, and some price channels, but COT is our leading indicator, commercial interest. So we like to follow the big boys. We like to see where their money is. And ZL looked really good on the chart on the grains analysis this week. So where was our grains? Yep. So we did do a video on corn. Oats is kind of old news. We did that back in March, at the end of March. It was about a month old, and that was a good hit. That was a real nice hit. So we got soybean oil coupled with our grains here. Let's take a look at commercial interest to see what they're doing. So coming off a really long bearish streak and a tremendous amount of sell-off last couple of months, seeing the market sentiment shift in terms of commercial interest. The value is so low on soybean oil that we got to think that there's going to be a turn somewhere, right? There's got to be a shift in the market for soybean oil at some point, because we are at relative lows. Anything over 80% is considered extremely positive outlook by commercial interests, so they're not getting shy in this zone on the chart. So let's see if we can just bring in our number 3 chart. Our number 3 chart, there it is. Let's get a number 3 chart here, and this is where commercial interest is. And we pointed this out on our grains study for commercial interest on the Friday Roundup edition. We really liked where commercial interest was on the 6-month index, up over 80%. Really bullish in terms of commercial outlook. And coming down not really coming down too much. It's still kind of hanging out in there. And this is what we really like to see with commercial interest. Open interest, relatively lower diminishing. Williams percentage R, WPR in the really oversold territory, and market sentiment is darn near bottom. So this is just, we got to watch this in the next couple of weeks. This thing could really turn around, I think. And do we have a nice accumulating pattern down here where the market continues to sell off, but and look at that, that drastic jump down, and we are blazing in a low value territory on the daily time frame. So this is a 3-year look back, and we are really low right now. So as much as this chart looks really bearish, in this value area, you got to think that there's got to be some upside that's going to be coming to this, and comms think so too. So large hedgers getting really bullish on this with where the price is right now. Now here's our relative low, or an extreme low, at 24.67, and we seem to be filling this range once again. But I got to think that if this pierces the low down here, and we get back up into this value area, I think this can take off to the upside. So let's take a look at our lower time frames just to see if we can establish something that's going on right now. We broke this channel relatively well. Does the point of control look good? Does the let's just zoom in a little bit, and then let's draw on this chart to see if we can see what we see on soybean oil, because this could be the play in the next couple of weeks. We did like this, we did like this here. So we've got a nice established downtrend channel. We grab our first 2 points of the zero coefficient, and then we grab, you can grab either one of these, I think, for the 1.0, and it looked pretty good even down here to be a buyer. Better opportunities to be a buyer on the 1.0. Not even bad opportunity to be a buyer above the point of control either. if you're looking for a scalp. But you know, maintaining the fact that you know this is a downtrend, better opportunities to be seller or add to your position above the 0 coefficient and the -2.5 coefficient. So these were good selling opportunities. I mean, yeah, good opportunity here once we broke out above the 0, finding support here, and then breaking out. So we get a little bit of a build-up before we break a little bit higher, but it's just not quite as strong just yet. So maybe we see some lower values before we get up, fill this area, and come up and challenge some of these pivots that are up in here. So I think in the next couple of weeks, I'm looking to be a buyer here. Definitely looking to be a buyer for soybean oil. I gotta think that this is gonna turn at some point. Well, naturally, right? It could go to 0 too. I mean, it doesn't, you know, nothing saying it can't go to 0. But what do we have for this, you know, this downtrend channel? Ooh, it's pretty steep. Pretty steep for the moment. So this is the areas that I'll be watching, is down here. Once we swing and try to capture this low, or maybe if we can maybe bounce out of this short-term downtrend. But for the moment, commercial interest still looking pretty bullish. Deeper pockets than you and I. So better buying opportunities. Number one, on the 1.0 and the 1.25 coefficient, and near this confluence of, you know, we've got the low. If we swing low here, maybe we can break out of this. So this is something to watch, and you know, good opportunities, you know, up here around the. If we're looking for the short scalp, and you think this is going to come down a little bit further, to join this downtrend, to get into the short sell. But I would be skeptical being a short seller down in this area. But you know, maybe up in here, if we don't get some kind of basing action, and maybe just kind of a little sideways action above the point of control. We'll see what it's going to do. Having a down week, it's Monday the 20th, so first day of trading is done and underway, and it looks like the indices are getting shredded this week. Gold, we did a gold chart as well. So I'm going to take a peek at that. That's in the channel. We do have a community group, Discord group. It's a chat group. There's an application for it. You can use the online or the web-based version. Server address will be located in the description. But you know, come talk about the charts here. See what you see. Come talk about soybean oil. Com's looking really bullish. I'm looking for a turn. Not a financial advice, but I'm you know, definitely something to watch here, as this starts to look more like a basing bottom pattern within this range of trading. So we've got this high value. I mean, we want to think short, you know, up in this area, if you want to be a short seller, and start thinking long down in this area. How low can it go? Who knows? But you know, look for a nice tail setup down in this area, and look for a bounce. I don't think it can go wrong here. I think it's low risk, and I'm myself going to be looking to be a buyer in soybean oil. Okay, that's all I got to say about soybean oil. Hope you find yourself on the profitable side of the trade, and until next time, we'll see you again on the next video.